So today I am discuss a very simple but very important topic, that is the genetic erosion and extinction. So what is the actual meaning of the genetic erosion as well as extinction? The major losses of biodiversity is due to the two process, that is the genetic erosion as well as extinction. Extinction is a severe form of genetic erosion. Extinction is the severe form of genetic erosion. Erosion, what do you think about the term the erosion? Erosion means loss. You have to be listen the word soil erosion, water erosion. Soil erosion means loss of the soil particles. Water erosion, losses of the water. So erosion is a word where the some depletion is recorded, some losses is recorded. So here the genetic erosion means genetic erosion is a gradual loss of the genetic variability of the crop species or their wild relative as well as wild form. So what is the meaning? Genetic erosion means gradual loss of a crop species as well as their wild species and wild relative. This is not a rapid loss. This is the gradual loss of the crop diversity, gradual loss of the allele as well as genes, gradual loss of the several different kinds of the wild related species of the particular crop variety. So this is the meaning of the genetic erosion. Erosion means loss. So which type of loss? Losses in terms of their genotype, losses in terms of their alleles, losses in terms of their genes, losses in terms of the several types of wild species. So what is the causes for the genetic erosion? The major causes for the genetic erosion is the industrial types of the agriculture. So today in the current scenario, I have to be practice the modern agriculture, the industrial agriculture, where the improved cultivated variety is sown by the farmer, not the traditional variety is sowing in the field, the high yielding variety, and that high yielding variety is a highly homozygous as well as homogeneous in nature. And this, due to this homozygosity and homogeneous type of the population of the improved variety, the maximum chances for the depletion of the variety by the several factors like the biotic factor as well as abiotic factor, ultimately your homozygous type of variety is disappear from the earth. So this is the genetic erosion, because homozygosity, the maximum chance of the homozygous genotype is susceptible against the any type of the pathogens like fungus, like bacteria, like the viruses. So your crop is destroyed, your crop is damaged, as well as your wild species is also damaged. So this is the also major factor that is the responsible for the genetic erosion, the industrial types of the agriculture. In case of industrial agriculture, the farmer cultivated the same type of the variety. Same type of variety means homozygous types of the variety, high yielding variety, and that high yielding variety is homozygous types and homogeneous type and highly susceptible to the epidemic or as well as pandemic diseases. The other factor that is the responsible for the genetic erosion is we have to be cultivated our improved variety in the wild areas, in the forest areas. When we have to be cultivated our crops in the wild areas like mountains, like forest, this type of concept, these types of the practices is known as and studies under the permaculture. So due to the permaculture, due to the cultivation of the variety in the forest area, where the several deforestation activity is operated, the several wild species is damaged due to the cultivation of your new variety. So this is the also major factor for the genetic erosion, as well as making some constructions, buildings, airports, seaports, railways are also responsible for the genetic erosion. So all these factors that cause the genetic erosion. So this is the major factor that is the responsible for the genetic erosion. Clean cultivation. Clean cultivation means nowadays we have to be several weedicides, several herbicides, fungicides, insecticides are applied during the cultivation of the crop. So due to the application of this harmful insecticide, pesticide, the other wild species is also damaged. Other wild relative crop that is grown in your field of the crop is also damaged. So this is also loss of the biodiversity, also lost the different types of the wild species that is responsible for the genetic erosion. So these are the major factor that induce the genetic erosion. So this is all about the genetic erosion. The simple meaning of the genetic erosion is gradual loss of the biodiversity, gradual loss of the different crop species is called genetic erosion. And the severe form of the genetic erosion is known as extinction. In case of extinction, this is the permanent loss of a crop species, permanent disappear of a particular crop species from the earth. This is the meaning of the extinction. After the extinction, the old varieties cannot present. All the species is damaged due to the several factors. Some accidental factors like the flood, like the earthquake. All the species, all the particular species. Suppose example, the Triticum aestivum. All Triticum, the hexaploid with the Triticum aestivum species is damaged. No other material is recovered from the Triticum aestivum. So this is the extinction. Extinction means permanent loss of the crop species, and this is the severe form of the genetic erosion. In case of genetic erosion, losses is also recorded in the genetic erosion, but not the fast losses, the permanent loss. Some gradual losses is possible in case of the genetic erosion. So these are the two factors is also very important for damaging or reducing the biodiversity of the nature. So I think that the two terms is also shared with you, and you have to be understand in a very good manner the genetic erosion as well as extinctions. This genetic erosion is totally different from the normal types of the abiotic types of the erosion, like the soil erosion as well as water erosion, where the erosion word is fixed with other words. You have to be think in your mind something losses is occurred, something loss is possible due to the erosion. So in case of genetic erosion, losses of the genetic makeup, losses of the genotypes, losses of the wild species, losses of the living things. So thank you.